Most people use Gemini like a fancy search engine. They type a question, get generic AI slop back, and assume they were productive. But that is like hiring a top consultant and only ask them to take your meeting notes. I've trained hundreds of professionals on AI in the last 2 years at Amazon, and the difference between the top 1% and everyone else is not just talent. It's that they have learned how to make the same tools work smartly for them while everyone else is still stuck in the chatbot era. So in this video, I'm going to show you 6 Gemini hacks that will automate your most annoying tasks and let you finish your work before 4 p.m. Now, I have packaged the exact prompts and systems I'll cover in this video into a free downloadable cheat sheet, which you can grab from the description below. All right, let's start with hack number 1. Knowing how to analyze data is the one skill that makes you invaluable at work regardless of your profession. But most of us are not advanced data analysts, and we definitely don't have the time to learn complex spreadsheet formulas. Hack number 1 changes that. It lets anyone perform high quality data analysis instantly without having to learn Excel formulas or functions. And to show you exactly how this works, I'm going to use a case study of a made up company called Harry Plotter Fake Limited, because who doesn't love to see Harry learning AI? Now, Harry on a Monday is starting his week with 200 rows of raw expense data. In his spreadsheet, column B is a complete mess. It's got vendor names, descriptions, and receipts all mixed together. In the old world, I'll have to manually read all of that and try and figure out what is the appropriate category of expense to record that against. Here is the new way. I'm gonna click into cell C2 and start writing my formula. So I type equals to AI, open brackets, and then I give it instructions, which is to categorize this expense as either software, travel, office, or another suitable category based on the description. I then add a comma and then select cell B2, which is the data I want categorized. And then I close bracket, hit enter, and Gemini automatically applies that formula to all 200 rows and categorizes all of them instantly based on my instructions. But we are not stopping here. Now that the data is clean, I'm gonna open the Ask Gemini sidebar on the top right side and type, can you review this entire expense data and make a pie chart based on the category of spend? Gemini analyzes the data and generates the chart right within the sidebar. I can preview it and it looks good, so I hit insert. And we just turned 200 rows of unstructured data into clean, useful data with visuals in under a minute. Now, there is a lot more you can do with AI capabilities Google has been adding within Google Sheets and their Ask Gemini sidebar, which I will put some of them in my cheat sheet. But here is the bigger shift. Your job is no longer formatting data. Your job is simply asking your new analyst the right questions. Which brings me to hack number 2. Think of the last time you used AI to write a document. The biggest waste of time is not the first draft, it's actually the edits which come after that. You generate a great document or a post, but you want to change one sentence, so you type a correction into the chatbot and the AI regenerates the whole damn thing again, changing the tone, overriding the structure, and destroying the parts you actually liked. I call it the infinite editing loop of death. It's infuriating. But there is a way out of this, and that is to not use AI as a chatbot, but more as a co-editor, and Gemini gives you the functionality for that. Let's say Harry Potter Fake Limited is launching a new AI magic agent to help automate knowledge work, and Harry needs a LinkedIn launch post. I'm gonna open Gemini, select Canvas, and select the Pro model, and then I'm gonna ask draft a 4-paragraph LinkedIn post announcing our new AI magic agent to automate knowledge work, include a hook, the core benefits, and a call to action. I attach supporting documents so Gemini can sort of get all the material it needs for the post regarding the product, and I hit enter. Gemini generates the LinkedIn post inside the Canvas user interface, which is a dedicated writing workspace, and opens next to the chat. The initial post looks good, but the hook is way too polite. Now, in the old way, I'll have to tell the chatbot to fix the hook and it will rewrite the whole post, or it may regenerate the whole post, which results in a lot of cognitive load because you have to reread the whole thing to make sure it's not changed anything. But here is a better way. I'm gonna use my mouse to highlight only the first paragraph, which is the hook, and a small Ask Gemini text box immediately pops up right above the highlighted text. I'm gonna click into that box and type rewrite this specific hook to be much more aggressive and punchy, and then hit enter. only Gemini regenerates it, but only the highlighted text changes. The core benefit and the call to action remain completely untouched. Within Gemini Canvas, you also have a full formatting toolbar at the top to manually make your text bold, make it italic, or build lists without asking the AI to do it, which gives you more creative control. On the right, you also have sliders to instantly adjust the length or change the tone of any highlighted section or the entire document to be more casual or formal. You can even click suggest edits and Gemini will automatically read your document and recommend improvements. And if you like those recommendations, you can apply them individually or click apply all to rewrite the content instantly. So the bigger shift is this: you don't need to copy paste your work into a separate document to finish the job. You stay within the Canvas workspace until the final draft is ready and you're good to go. All right, next, hack number 3. And it relates to something which is very profound in the age of AI, which is the ability to learn new skills at a faster pace. But using old traditional method, it usually means sacrificing your evenings or weekends to pause, rewind, and take notes on massive YouTube masterclasses or courses you are taking. Most people accept that there is no shortcut to putting in the hours. But what if you could extract the instructor's knowledge and turn it directly into an actionable asset without watching a single minute of the video? Let's say you want to learn AI automation using a tool called N8N, which lets you build AI automation workflows. They have a full 6-hour 20 video masterclass playlist on their YouTube channel for this, but instead of watching that, you take the 20 YouTube URLs of those videos and you open Google's Notebook LM and paste those URL links as a source input for that notebook. Now, Notebook LM can handle up to 300 sources on Google's AI Pro subscription and 50 resources on the free version. Now, I'm not going to cover all of Notebook LM's features in detail in this video because I have a separate video on that, which I'll link in the description and it will show up somewhere here. So once Notebook LM has ingested all those 20 videos, I'm going to go back into my standard Gemini chat and click the plus button and attach the N8N notebook directly into my workspace and some of my business documents so it has context about the company. Now I'm going to type, using only the attached notebook as your source of truth, draft a step-by-step SOP for building an automated sales funnel agent for our company in N8N. Now Gemini understands our business using the attached documents I provided and then reads the specific information from Notebook LM, which is grounded in the official training videos we linked earlier. And Gemini cross-references all of that with the company knowledge to produce the actual SOP to set up the automation, which is something in the old world you would have had to learn all of that and then create a document yourself. You can even ask follow-up questions like how to set up Slack notifications. So the bigger shift is this: the era of learning things before you can execute is almost over. You can skip the education phase or go through it much quicker and jump straight to execution mode, which is how most people learn anyway. All right, finding and learning new information is one thing, but there is a very specific panic when you desperately need an old piece of information and you have no idea if it's in your Gmail, if it's in your Google Drive, or another random place. The basic search bar in Windows or Gmail only looks for keywords and it only searches one place at a time. Trying to find that needle in the haystack can be quite exhausting. Let's say I'm working on a new project on how to give AI agents memory. Now, this is a subject where I've done a lot of research in the past and I've made videos as well, but I don't know where my material lives. So rather than trying to find it manually through my old scripts or subscriber emails, I'm going to open a standard Gemini chat and I'm going to type @ and then link Google Drive, and then I'm going to type @ again and link Gmail, and then I'll just ask the question, how do I give an AI agent memory? Gemini actively reads through my massive Google Drive and emails I have received in the past, which may be of relevance to the question I have just asked. It pinpoints the answer, explaining that there are two types of memory for AI agents. There is the short-term memory and there is the long-term memory. It gives me clickable widgets right to the source file, so I have proof and I can click on them to go back to the source material. So the bigger shift is this: file management is almost dead. When AI can search across all of your different apps at once, organization becomes a machine's job, not yours. Finding unstructured information using AI is great, but the next hack solves a bigger problem. Every company has that one person who saves every article, bookmarks every link, and still cannot turn any of it into an actionable plan. The head of sales at Harry Potter, Ron Weasley, has been working to make a plan for getting new customers for the company. And he needs to know, how can we use AI to find new business customers and what are the top platforms to do it? Rather than Googling it, I go back to Notebook LM, I plug that exact question and select deep research and hit enter. Google's Notebook LM finds the 55 sources which are the most relevant to my question. I import all of them and now I have a knowledge bank which can serve as my assistant to help me solve this problem. Instead of reading paragraphs, I go to the studio panel on the right, click on the data table feature and type a quick prompt like compare the pricing and features of top AI sales platforms. Notebook LM pivots all the research to show all platforms, their starting price, key features, ideal team size, implementation time, strength, and any hidden costs. Pulling that analysis alone would have taken someone a week without Notebook LM. But it gets better. Staying within the same studio panel, I click Audio Overview, and Notebook LM will take those exact same sources and generate a lifelike two-person podcast discussing the strategies which you can just listen on your drive home using your mobile app from Notebook LM. And that helps you ramp up faster on what you're trying to solve for. Now, the real magic happens when we connect this knowledge bank back to our own business. So I'm going to go back into the Gemini web app, click Notebook LM, and select the notebook we just created. And then I'm going to ask Gemini, using the techniques outlined in the notebook, write a custom lead generation strategy specifically for Harry Potter Fake Limited. And I just include a link to the Google Drive folder in my prompt, which has all the information about the company, so Gemini has context. Now, Gemini takes the knowledge bank from Notebook LM and the context of the business from the Google Drive folder and drafts a 6-step sales funnel. This kind of marks the end of passive research. You no longer have to be the middleman between internal researchers and internal business execution. Tools like Notebook LM act as a complete second brain, pulling data from the web, formatting it into tables or podcasts right into the studio and immediately applying it to your own localized problems. All right, this brings me to hack number 6, and this is the one I promised you at the start of the video, and it is going to eliminate the AI slop. AI slop is that generic hollow content flooding our social feeds written with words like delve or testament and packed with tons of dashes and robotic emojis. Let's say after reading the sales funnel, Harry Potter Fake Limited needs to scale their marketing, but it cannot sound robotic AI slop. To fix this, most people waste time typing out massive prompts trying to explain their brand voice every single time they use AI, or they will copy paste the same prompt. But there is a better way. Instead, we go into Gemini and start building a custom gem. Let's say we call it the brand police. And I don't type any massive prompt. I just attach up to 10 live files directly from my Google Drive, which show our past marketing material. I link the official brand guidelines, 3 best performing email campaigns, and a strict list of banned corporate words. Because these files are attached, my instructions can be incredibly simple. You are our senior copywriter, only write in exact tone found in the attached reference documents. Now, if I ask standard Gemini to write a LinkedIn post about how AI agents can automate work for small and medium businesses, it will give me a generic AI slop post. But if I ask the same question in the gem we just created, it will read those dried files and write dry, sarcastic Harry Potter style post, because it will learn from the source materials I uploaded into that gem. And this is the fundamental shift from prompt engineering to context engineering. Prompt engineering is trying to micromanage the AI by constantly typing out exactly how you want it to behave. And that can work sometimes. But context engineering, on the other hand, is simply giving the AI your highest quality historical data, like past emails and style guides, or examples of people's work which you really like to the extent you're not copying their work, and then trusting the AI to absorb that pattern naturally. Now, we just tried to solve the AI slop problem by building a custom gem, but having one smart specialist is just a starting point. If you want to scale your output to match those of teams and eliminate your administrative workflows, then the bigger thing is to start building interconnected AI specialist experts who do the work for you, and they are all orchestrated and connected with each other. Now, I recently made a full video showing how to build AI specialist experts, and you can copy my exact system by watching this video.